Skies are clear, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Yes, we have a few places already down into the 50s at this hour. 56 in Terre Haute. We're right at 60 in Bloomington, 66 degrees in Muncie. Weather quiet early tomorrow morning. Skies will be clear, roads will be dry for the morning drive. Sunrise is at 7:41. Maybe a jacket early in the day. Temperatures will climb through the 60s mid to late morning, eventually back into the low to mid 80s for highs. It's going to be another warm afternoon tomorrow, and warm that stays in the forecast over the next several days. We have highs in the 80s, in fact, all the way through the early part of next week.
Angela, thanks so much. Tonight at 11, city leaders are now turning their attention to the people with the power to say no to AES's rate increase proposal. Earlier this year, the utility company filed a request asking customers for more money. Tonight, our Alex Almanza explains why the City County Council is now weighing in.
Councilors say AES's proposal could land you right here, digging into your wallet for more and more money. And while the City County Council can't block the increase themselves, they want to make sure that state leaders know that their answer is no. At Tuesday's Administration and Finance Committee meeting, Councilor Michael Paul Hart introduced a proposal aimed at AES and state lawmakers. It got unanimous support from councilors.
I want to send a message to AES, I want to send a message to the governor, and I want to send a message to the IURC that the people of Indianapolis don't want to see a rate increase.
This year, AES filed a request with the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission to increase power bills by $21 for a household using 1,000 kilowatt hours a month. The utility says it's because of inflation, operational costs, and infrastructure upgrades. But Hart's proposal would allow the City County Council to take a stance against the rate hike and collectively urge AES to withdraw its proposal.
Earlier in the year, it was talks about property taxes going up. It's about groceries going up. And then you start putting two and two together and you see these rate increases being proposed. That's going to be another hit on people of Indianapolis.
The Citizens Action Coalition spoke to the committee on behalf of concerned citizens.
It felt good to see a resolution adopted unanimously, to see folks add their names to it. That's a good sign that folks are hearing their constituents. They're reading the room, if you will, that nobody wants this rate increase.
In a statement, AES said the IURC has the authority to decide on their request, saying in part, "We will continue to follow the legal requirements of that process. We remain committed to engaging directly with our customers. We are currently hosting a series of community open houses to listen, answer questions, and address concerns one-on-one." AES's next open house is scheduled for October 2nd at Southeast Community Services. Meanwhile, the committee's proposal heads to the full council for a final vote. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Also tonight, city leaders are now recommending an additional $10 million to help address homelessness here in our city. The funding would boost the Streets to Home Indy initiative through prevention, affordable housing, and other support services. It would also go toward the Tenant Advocacy Project that provides legal help to residents facing eviction. Leaders tell us these kinds of investments are designed to be both compassionate and fiscally responsible. They go on to tell us the funding comes from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, as well as leftover dollars from 2024. All that's left is a final vote from the council, which is expected to take place on October 6th. Violent crime is down here in Indianapolis, according to police, but this really can be hard to reconcile that when you hear these numbers. Over the last 24 hours, 6 people shot, 5 of them killed. All of this starting late last night. Police called to a home near 38th and Lafayette. Officers found 3 people, all shot in and around a car in the driveway. Police believe the gunfire started after some kind of disagreement between 2 groups of people. Right now, they're working to identify the suspect or suspects in this particular shooting. And then a deadly shooting over on the near west side of Indy. All of this unfolding around 1:30 this afternoon near 16th and Tibbs. 1 man died in the shooting. Another person who showed up at a hospital was injured. Police haven't shared any information with us on that person's condition or any information about a possible suspect. And then just a few hours later, a 3rd deadly shooting. Police discovering a man dead at the scene near 56th and Lafayette. In this case, they believe the shooter ran away. After all of this, police had strong words for the people in our city who choose violence.
This is stupid. People's lives are being taken away for stupid reasons. We have to do better. We have provided opportunities and options and resources through the city We continue to provide opportunities for juveniles, for adults. We've given you everything. But what about our communities? What about our communities who are out here right now? The last scene, I had children running around. I got children over here behind the cameras. You think they don't feel this? Think about it when you're going to carry a firearm.
Now, if you have any information about these shootings, please reach out to IMPD. You can also call Crime Stoppers, and you do not have to give your name.